Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be taking a look at a game called Need for Drink. The description says this is a casual multiplayer game about competition between the spouses, a drunkard husband, and his brawler wife. So this game was gifted to me by a friend of mine, Mr. Dudo. Quick shout out to you, thank you so much for gifting me the game. But I kind of wish this wasn't on my wish list because after playing it, the game is actually dreadfully awful. The trailer makes it look kind of fun. You play as a drunk husband who's going around the house trying to get as drunk as possible while the wife is like chasing after you or doing whatever. But the game is not all like that. And honestly, I think it's more of an asset flip. The game is in early access, but the last update was on May 3rd, so the developers sort of abandoned the game, at least in my opinion. It is only $1, so we'll give it a shot and see what it has to offer. Okay, so here we are, and the main menu is sort of like a dating service. You're finding your perfect match. So you're supposed to search for servers, and from what I've seen, there's hardly any servers out there. And yeah, unless you have someone else who's going to play the game with you, there's no way to play with others. And unfortunately, I don't know anyone else who currently owns the game who wants to play with me at this time. So I'm going to be playing single player just to show you what the game is about. Let's go ahead and change the difficulty to easy. Mode Home Alone. There's only one mode, and there's only one level. So get drunk before your wife gets home from work. Okay. 5 years after marriage. So basically your marriage is falling apart and you're just trying to get drunk before your wife gets home. So yeah, here's the level. It is very small. It may look large and it actually looks quite nice, but it goes from the end of the fence to the end of the fence. You can't go outside the house area. You're pretty much stuck in the house. And the goal of the game is just to drink as much as possible. So here is a bottle of absinthe fulminating or something, I don't know. And every time you drink, you have to eat. So you can see my hunger meter went down in the top left corner. That means I'm gonna have to eat, and there's just a random sausage laying here. So I guess we'll eat this sausage. And our hunger meter went back up to full, and now we can drink more. So basically, you drink, you eat, you drink, you eat. And you can open up all these storage cabinets, and as you can see, I can't drink. Warning, eat something before you drink. So we're gonna have to find some more food. Let's find food in these cabinets. Strawberry something. There we go. Eat and drink. And that's pretty much the entire game. You're just going around looking for food and eating stuff. You can also eat like any object. It doesn't matter if it's food or not. If you can pick it up, you can eat it. We can't pick up anything else on this counter, so I guess we're done here, and we're gonna go look for more stuff. Just a random baby toy. We just ate the baby toy. Let's look for some more alcohol inside the house. Actually, let's look over here. I think there might be some in the water, maybe. Nope. You can actually move this ball, by the way. There's also this upper area. I think it's kind of funny. I'll show you in a second. Let me just drink that. It's kind of funny because the developer, instead of building like a stairway, he just put doors and just stacked them up here so you can get on the roof. But on the roof, there's a couple more objects. Here is Dutch cheese. And here's a beer, I think. Something, I don't know. So yeah, let's go in the house. So here's the house. I'll just quickly walk through it. On easy mode, you have so much time to drink all that you need to drink. You need to drink 10 bottles to win. So it's actually very, very simple. And every time you drink, the screen kind of goes all over the place like you're drunk. Let's eat the sock. Drink this. Let's go ahead and eat this other thing. Moldy bone. Is that another one? I don't know. Let's go upstairs. It's kind of interesting because upstairs it's all painted pink and there's no doors. It's just these little curtains. I just think that's so odd. And I'll go into something else a little bit later, but first I just want to show you guys all the rooms exactly the way they are. Because this is going to lead on to something a little bit later, which I find to be super interesting. But here's all the rooms. Here's the house. Everything is all good. Let's drink this. Let's eat this. Go over here. Let's find some more things to eat. Can we eat that? Actually, there's nothing in this room. There's absolutely nothing. There's nothing in here. Ah, there's something. Sour gumbo. Most of the stuff is outside, like in the backyard. Inside the house, it's kind of hard to find like things that you can eat. There's a beer bottle. And we did it. Desolator wins! Hooray! So I'm not really sure how the multiplayer aspect works. I think one person plays as the wife and she has to do other things like clean up, or I don't know what the wife does actually. But let's go back to the main menu, and I want to show you something that I caught on to that I thought was very strange. And this is like the first time I ever noticed something like this in a game. So we're just going to start again. Let's just play on easy. Playing on different difficulties, all it really does is it changes the amount of time it takes for the wife to return home. And you may think, like, does the wife actually return home? Do you actually get to see her? Does she get all pissed off and mad? No, it just says in game. So when the timer runs out, it's just like game over, and you never get to see the wife in single player mode. But what I wanted to show you guys, so here's the house, right? And I already went through it and I showed you guys the house. Like, here's the layout. The layout is pretty simple. You can't go into that door, you can't go into that door, yada yada. Here's the staircase, here's the bedrooms. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because while I played this game, I was like thinking, I'm like, this house feels very nostalgic. I feel like I've been in the same exact house before, like a year ago. And I looked at my YouTube channel and I actually noticed that there's another game, and it's called, let me just go ahead and show you real quick. It's called The Survey. It's a horror game, but it uses the exact same house design. Let me just make this full screen. There we go. So let me just play a few seconds of my YouTube trailer of that game. And as you can see, it's the exact same house. There's slightly different decorations and so forth, but overall it's exactly the same. The exact same design, exact same layout. So I'm just kind of curious, like, where do game developers get their assets from? Do they purchase it from someone else? Like, is there just someone selling this house and then game developers are buying it and then creating these very simple, like, asset flip type games? Because it's exactly the same. There's the bathroom, like everything in the house is exactly like identical, except the like the assets within the house, the actual like stuff in the house is different. So the whole house is the same exact layout. I just thought it was so strange, just because like this is a horror game and the game I'm playing is not. It's very odd, and I don't know, I guess they just change the colors and decorate it and just call it their own. But it's just very strange to me to see the same exact house design in a completely different game, made by different developers, so it's not the same developer. It's just very odd to me. But yeah, there's really nothing else I can say about this game. That's pretty much it. Like, as far as single player goes, it sucks. It's terrible. Like, all you do is you just walk around and you drink, and that's it. Like, there's no challenge to this game at all. I mean, if you play it on hard mode, you only have a few minutes to do everything, but that doesn't make it more fun. You can move around these balls, but I mean, there's no like interaction. You can't move my arms, can't do much of anything. And yeah, I guess that's it. There's some other YouTubers that I've seen that have actually like had fun with this game. I guess if you play it with a friend and you think of it as a joke, it could be funny just to like run around in circles drinking, but overall the game is just overly simplistic, and in my opinion it's just awful. I mean, it could be better if the developer, added more scenarios, if he added more things to do, if he added bots so that you can play offline, that would be great. This game's multiplayer is essentially dead. It looks nice. I will say visually the game looks great for an indie game that's only $1. I do like the physics behind the curtains. I mean, that's great, but like, there's really not a whole lot going on. And you can sprint around. I mean, I would have more fun just running around in circles than I would actually playing the game. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Very quiet house, and here's the fireplace. And if you guys watch my other video of The Survey, I'll put a link in the description below to my playthrough of The Survey, which is a horror game. I think it's a much better game, but you can if you watch that video, you'll see that the house is almost identical in design. I mean, all the rooms are in their exact same locations. The only difference is they use different furniture and different decorations, and that's essentially all that's different. So yep, I guess I'm just going to end this episode here. Like I said, you can't go through the front door. You can't escape from the area. It would be fun if you could just jump over the fence. I would really like to just like free cam mode and just explore the rest of the neighborhood, because the neighborhood actually looks really nice. Like, all things considered, they did a great job. Or I don't know. I don't think the developer actually designed the neighborhood. I think he just bought it from someone else. Like I said, this is an asset flip, or at least it seems like it. It seems like they just bought, like they bought the level from someone else, and then they just made this very simplistic game and then sold it on Steam for a profit, which is kind of unfortunate because I know a lot of people probably bought this game because the trailer looks very entertaining. There's a lot more going on in the trailer than there is in the actual game. So, yeah, that's about it. Climb the tree. So I'll end this episode. Oh, wait. What is that? Hold on. Oh, never mind. That's just the bunk bed. I was going to say, is that a room that I can't get to? But yeah, I think I'll just end this episode here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my little rant about this awful game. And thanks again to my friend for gifting it to me, even though it's not as enjoyable. If I find someone to play with, I'll actually try to give this game another chance, but there's just no one online currently in multiplayer, and I'm definitely not going to tell my friends to purchase it. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.